Hello, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I'm sorry I'm it's 2 o'clock, so I guess I'm not late. But you're gonna notice I'm portrait style today. My phone will not spin. I don't know why. I know how to make it spin, and it won't do it. So here we are. I'm gonna have a narrower, hi Jean, I'm gonna have a narrower screen today because my phone will not flip to landscape. So let's just, hi Bev, hi Jean. Let's just start with, I'm going to have to try to figure out where the camera is going to see. Let's just start with welcoming you here and my host code for the month and where you can shop with me. Here is my link, beverleestamps.stampinup.com. I have a YouTube channel as well, just my name with Stampin' Up behind it, and you can find me on YouTube, and then you can email me anytime you'd like at mofun44@icloud.com. Here is the prize for March. If you place an order with me, I know, blips, I know, it just drove me crazy, and I got on at 10 minutes till, and I've been for 10 minutes trying to get it to turn, and I know that there's a locking, it's not locked, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, you guys understand, I thought about maybe just not coming on, but I want to come on. I have a cute card, and I love being with you guys. Hi Florence, hi Rosemary. So anyway, here is the prize for the month. If you place an order with me, you're going to automatically be entered into that drawing, and you possibly could win these awesome small blending brushes. They're wonderful. I love them. All right, I want to mention a few things. Stampin' Up! Is going to show us demonstrators the new catalog online tomorrow at noon. And I understand that there are going to be some price increases. So I want to tell you about that now. So if there's some things you need, you can get them prior to the increase in May 1st, or May 2nd. I think the catalog goes live May 2nd. So there will be, due to the increased cost of these following products, moving forward, new prices will be in effect. Cardstock, designer series paper, specialty paper, note cards and envelopes, classic Stampin' ink pads and refills, Stampin' blends, Stampin' Write markers, select specialty inks, Stampin' cut and emboss machines and plates, embossing folders, punches, take your pick products, storage, clear blocks, select tools, so I don't know what that exactly is, select tools, select adhesive, so not all of the adhesive, but some of them, select stamp sets, and paper pumpkin. Okay, so there will be an increase, and you're aware now. Everything is on the rise. Stampin' Up! Actually was apologizing to us when they were telling us, but they've held off as long as they can, and if they held off any longer, it would put the company in an unhealthy state, and we don't want that for sure. I understand. I hope you do too, and we'll see what those price increases are. At least I will tomorrow. Okay, here is the card that I made on Sunday, and it was very popular. Everybody liked the cute little inside with the heart from the radiating dies. So I am giving this one away to this lucky winner, Diane Haynes. I don't see you on yet, Diane, but hopefully you'll be on in a little bit, or you'll watch the replay. I do have your address, so I will get this in the mail to you tomorrow. All right, so also I had my husband just brought this in to me about an hour ago at the most. I received some snail mail from another one of my followers. She's on here all the time. Look at this card. Her name is Roz Wolf. I'm sure you've seen her name here many times. She sent me this card just out of the kindness of her heart, and she wanted to let me know that she totally enjoys my presentations and my creativity inspires her, she says. And she says that she's in awe of the time I'm able to spend out here, even though I'm taking care of my mom, plus some other great encouraging words she said to me that really, really touched my heart. Thank you so much, Roz. You're a doll, and I totally enjoy loving you here watching my lives as well. Isn't this a cute card? This is one of the online exclusive stamp sets and papers. Look at the inside. She used the radiating dyes as well. And she left it blank for me with a little note separately written so I could use this card if I chose to. But I don't think I will for a while anyway. I think it's going to be displayed proudly here in my stamp room. Thank you so much, Roz. Okay, so what am I using today? I'm going to continue on with the Memento Black ink. I will be using the 2022-24 in color, one of the markers. We're going to continue on with the Stamparatus and the Love Cats. This one here. I love hanging out with you. That's so cute. The in color DSPs. Now I wrote down, I'm so confusing myself. This one says 22-24 in colors. And I wrote down 21. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the 21-23 in colors. Page 135, I'm going to use a 6x6 DSP today. But I am going to use, maybe I put these in the wrong case is probably what I did. The Sweet Sorbet, yeah, Sweet Sorbet marker. That's what I'm going to use out of that pack. The radiating dyes again. Some basic pearls. The Petal Park Builder Punch. There is the code if you like that. Oops, I get too close, it gets blurry. Hi, Carol. And some window sheets, some little strips of window sheets. There's the code there for those. And I cut out in advance the large radiating die rectangle. There it is there on white, basic white cardstock. And then I cut another with the other rectangle that's in the set. And I noticed I wanted to see if they could lay on each other like this to make a cute card. And they do, so I was thrilled with that. Okay, then I cut a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 of the designer series paper I just mentioned. And this is the Sweet Sorbet color. This is going to fit on the front of the card completely. It's going to go under here. This will be the layering piece. For my card base, I chose to use the thick white cardstock. Here is the item number for the thick, 159229, thick basic white. And the reason I chose to use that is because remember I was telling you that when you make a portrait style card, that sometimes on paper, like your grid paper here, or on a slippery desk or something like that, it could slip and slide. That's because, one of the reasons is because I was using basic white cardstock for that. So this card, I used the thick. And I should get used to just doing that on all my white bases because it really stands up no matter what the orientation. Okay, so that's the card base I used, and see how this is going to fit together. All right, now when I cut this down, this was 6x6. When I cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, I had a piece left over, right? So I took that piece and I cut out 3 hearts using the radiating dies. I cut out 2 in advance, and I'm going to cut out 1 for you right now. But what I did was I laid the designer series paper, I'm going to use the plaid side, onto white cardstock. Then I laid the heart on there, and I cut them out at the same time. So I want you to know that that does cut through both pieces of paper at the same time. So I'm going to go behind me and run this through right now. The reason I'm doing that is because the hearts that I'm going to put on this card, I want them to be thicker and stable and bouncy. Yes, bouncy. So let me show you. Let me cut this out. Okay, and then this is what I had left after all three were cut out. And then this just popped right out, and I have the white right behind it. So rather than doing 3 DSPs and 3 cardstocks, I just did them together, and it worked really, really well. Nothing stuck, nothing was hard to get apart. So now I'm going to pull these apart and glue them together just so they'll dry before I start showing you the card and everything. And then I'll show you this card that just thrilled me, and I hope it thrills you. So, have you seen cards, well, I know you have, that have that little spring? They call them wobblies, I think, wobbles, I think they call them. See if I have any close by me. You can get them on Amazon. Yeah, here they are. They're these little wobbles. I didn't save the packet, but they've got this little spring in them, and when you attach your items, it makes them wobble. Well, I'm going to give you another idea today, kind of the same idea, and I was thrilled that it worked. So it's just something I came up with while I was out here creating. So I'm going to put these 3 hearts together, and notice that 2 of them are plaid, and one of them, hi Stephanie, hi Trisha, in case I didn't say hi already, hi Carol. Put these together, slide it, I want it to be on there right. Hey Deborah. And then I'll show you the card next. These will start to dry. Okay, so put all my pieces back in one pile and show you the card. Here is the card, and it's inside one of the clear envelopes already, and I just think it's absolutely darling. But what's going to get your recipient is when they pull the card out of the envelope. Hi, Lori. So here we go. Did you see those? Did you see them wobble? Did you see how stinking cute that is? Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I did the inside. I didn't. I have to do something on the inside. Look at these when it stands up like this. Ding, bing, 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 bing. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. I got so, now last card on Sunday, the outside was plain and the inside was the fun part. Take the winner away. And then today, the outside is the fun part. And I got so excited about it that I didn't even decorate the inside, so I'll have to do that later. But look at these. Just love it. So let me show you how I did that. The first thing I'm going to do is take my card base, and the designer series paper, as I mentioned, is the same exact side as the whole card front. So you can use either side. On this card, I used the plaid. So on this one, I'm going to use the polka dots. Thank you for the hearts. Yay! I never know if you like them or not, if you like my ideas or my cards, unless you tell me. And I also, if you don't understand something or don't like something or whatever, I want to hear what you got to say. Oh, thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so there's the card base. Then this one thing I love about this die so much is, of course, the lines in it, I'm not going to call it stitching, but the radiating dies, is that it's a good layer piece. And it has some interest in it with the slits. So I'm going to put this down. I should have stamped it first. So I'm going to be brave and stamp it now. But I should have stamped it first, because if I made a mistake, I could fix it, you know, cut out, not use it. Now it's glued down, so I got to do it right. Tap, tap, tap. I love hanging out with you is what this says. I'm going to check my stamp. And I'm going to stamp this right up here. Press down, hold my cardstock, and lift. Good. Phew. Hey, Diane, guess what? You're the winner. You're the winner of a Sunday's card. This one here. I told everybody you'd be here in a minute or watch the replay. So I'll be sending you this card tomorrow. I have your address, so no need for you to do anything. Okay. So then I'm going to take another strip. I just noticed, I forgot that I had done this. I'm going to take another strip. Let's see how wide this guy is. This is 4 inches. So I'm going to cut this down 4 inches with my paper trimmer. And what I loved about this so much was, another thing I loved is that I could use so many scraps. I'm going to do about a 1/2 inch wide. And I'm just using up my scraps that are left over in my pack. And I'm going to put this at the top of the smaller radiating die. Thank you for sprinkling, my dear. Ooh, I like the flowers. I'm gonna put the flowers facing up. Okay. So line this up on my grid lines and place this at the top of the smallest radiating die. Another thing I forgot to mention, is I'm going to use baker's twine again. And this time I'm going to use 2 lengths of my grid paper. Fold it in half. And then come behind here and tie a bow off to the left. Now remember, I said whenever you're going to use ribbon or baker's twine on a project, let's see, I want a little bit more over here, that you put it on before you put your piece down. Otherwise, you won't be able to hide the back. Snowing and raining again. Yeah, it was very windy this morning. It was raining when I came in here. I don't know if it still is or not. My window that I'm looking out of, I don't see any rain right this minute, but it might be. Okay. So there's my ribbon. And then on the baker's twine, I like to separate it just a little bit like that on both ends. It just gives some more interest. And there we go. Now I can put glue on the back side of this. Thank you for sprinkling, Carol. And because I'm only putting it on the 2 sides, the bottom and the other side, I am making a pocket, right? Hi, Debbie. I think Debbie's saying hi to Lori, too. I see a scuff mark there. Yep, look, scuff mark right on my finger here. Let's see. I don't think this will take it away, but it might. I can work on it. I'll do that later. So now I have a pocket when it dries for the front of this card. Then I have my 3 hearts. Ladies, you were probably all screaming at me, telling me I forgot to stamp my cat. I'm so excited to show you the hearts. I forgot to stamp my cat. Oh, let's see what's going to happen here. Good grief almighty. I do not want you to do it this way. You stamp on your small radiating piece first. And then you put the DSP and the ribbon on. I got, I'm just so excited about these bouncy hearts. It's crazy. Okay. You were excited too? Well, good. Oh my gosh, all us crazies are excited, right? Okay, so there we go. Where is my stamp pad? Here it is. Put my lid under. Now the lid, you can't see way over here where I'm inking up because I couldn't get my phone to spin. I'm going to have to work on that this afternoon, as if I don't have enough to do. It's acting like it's locked in the portrait mode, but it says it's not, so I don't know. All right, 1. I'm going to watch this back and say, you didn't stamp. Wow. And I have downline watching me. This is, okay, let's rename this. What not to do with the Stamparatus. It's still working, thank goodness. And one more time. So I like these kitties 3 times. Okay. Yay! I'm looking at the card going, why is that so plain? Because you didn't stamp, silly girl. All right, clean my stamp. And place this away. All right, so now for the fun part. Again, when I cut up window sheets, I always have a bunch of little scraps left. So you can use those up because this is literally just 1/2-inch strips. We have 3 hearts, so I'm going to do 3 of them. You're going to have different lengths, but we can deal with the length when we put it in the pocket. There you are, Roz. Roz, I was showing everybody the beautiful card that you sent me. I received it today, just about an hour ago. Thank you so much. Everybody that was on at the beginning saw this. There's your card. And your kind, kind words just touched me, Roz. Thank you so, so much. Okay, so here we are. And here we are. So if you wanted to, you could use this for Valentine's Day as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these 3. I was going to take my punch, but let's take these since I cut them out already. These 3. And we're going to stick them in the pockets. Thanks. All 3 of them. Okay. So this one I want to be taller, so I'm just going to bend it over about here. And I'm going to you can use your bone folder or your nails and get that down and see how it just wants to pop back up. Okay, so you're going to take, it's clear. Here I am looking for my mini glue dots again. Okay, so I'm going to take one of the hearts and put a mini glue dot in the middle on the back. And remember, there's white cardstock behind there, so they're thicker. And I'm just going to place it on the window sheet, on the bent window sheet. Stick it back in. Now I am going to put mini glue dots in there to hold it still, but I'm going to wait till I'm done with all 3 of them to make sure that I have it in the right spot. Okay, so I cut this one down just a little bit. Now I'm going to bend it. Burnish. Now I want the polka dot one in the middle and the plaid ones on the end. So if you're doing different patterns, you can mix them up and stick that on the bent window sheet. Now if you have a little piece sticking out, you can just cut that off. Boing, boing. All right. There we go. You can even turn it sideways a little bit. And then this one, I'm going to bend it down. And I'm just going to cut this a little shorter this time. And the same thing. I'm telling you, if you know an elder, this little movement, or a child, or a childlike, as in me. Now see how this is blocking the H? So I would, oops, see how, thank you, Diane. See how it was blocking the H? I would just go to the bottom now. Yeah, tell me if I'm off camera. I have to keep looking up because my camera's, you know, not working like it should. Now I'm going to bend these forward a little bit, because if you bend them forward a little bit, that makes them really spring. See that? There we go. All right, so now pick any of your scraps and go to the smaller flower in this punch. I'm going to do three. Then I'm going to take some green. See what I mean about the scraps? And come over to the leaf. Okay. Then I'll take my piercing mat and my flowers, stylus tool, and stripes and flowers. I want 2 flowers and 1 stripe. Yeah, okay. Light hand, circular motion, makes the flowers pop up just a little bit. Don't press too hard. Don't use all those muscles you have from working out, because you'll make a hole in this thin DSP. And then I'm going to take more mini glue dots. Let's get the roll out here. Place a leaf. Place it under the flower. Another one. And stick it down. Hi, Louise. Oh, that's a good name for it, Floating Hearts. That's better than boing, boing, boing. Okay, so then the leaves. That one's polka dot, so this one I'll have plaid. And then one more. So that one was, the end one was polka dot, so I'll make this one polka dot to kind of get a little pattern going. I know I'm out of camera again. That's what's bad about not having it landscape. Less area to work with. Okay. So I love these flowers. And make sure your leaves aren't going off your card. I still haven't put them down. What's that in there? Well, I'm tucking it back in instead of pulling it out. Whatever it was. Piece of scrap. Okay, so make sure these are not off your card when you put them down. Okay, but look how the flowers kind of just blend in at this point. So that's why I decided to get my basic pearls. And to take your pick tool. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. And put these down. I think it's just absolutely darling. If you guys weren't here at the beginning, I got so excited about this stinking card that I forgot to do the inside. So we're not going to do the inside today, but you know, you can just do it however you'd like. So now I'm going to, let's do our placement. I like that one there. So I'm going to put a mini glue dot here. And it's on the front, it didn't come off, it's on the front of the window sheet, so it will stick to the back of the pocket. Right where you bent it, so it'll stay like that. Okay, this one, I kind of like it turned sideways a hair, just a little bit. There's the second bend, so that's the valley bend, and this is the mountain bend. The hearts are on a mountain bend, and then there's a valley bend just to keep it so it'll bounce out of the pocket. This mini glue dot's saying, no, I don't want to go in. Okay. Oop, a little bit lower so we can see the sentiment. And then one more. Place it in. Make sure you're not getting off the card or in the way of your sentiment. And there you go. Aren't they cute? I hope you guys enjoyed this. So some of you are ordering the radiating dies already. They're online exclusive. So I will give you the code number, 161599. Are you going to color the heart? Thank you, Debbie. My brain, yeah, 161595. That is the code for the radiating hearts, or radiating dies. Yes, I am going to color. I wouldn't have. If it wasn't for you, I would have forgot. And I'm going to use the fine point so I don't go out of the lines. You know what else would be cute is the that clear, what's it called? Shimmer crystal effects on the heart. That would be cute on this heart. There we go. So when you go to put this, haven't bought Love Cats, but going to have to rethink it. They are so cute. Winkastella, yes, Winkastella would be cute too. Let's just do that. The Winkastella, I think, is not orderable right now. It wasn't, but it might be back. I'm not sure. Okay, Winkastella. So when you go to put, it is fun. Thank you, Jean. When you go to put it in your envelope, well, I'm going to do it this way. Get it in, and then just push down. Just push down on them. They're springy. And then when the person receives it, boing. I couldn't stop playing with these yesterday. I thought they were so cute. Okay, so let's say you're not going to get the cats. You don't want the cats. You have no reason to have cats, blah, 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 blah. The heart still on whatever image you've got down here. Flowers instead of hearts, right? Are you agreeing with me? Oh my gosh, I just love it. So fun. WOS, Winkestella, yeah, not orrible yet. Yeah, I saw that it was on the line. So darling, so simple. Yes, Diane, simple. That one is simple. I feel like I'm playing the drums. All right, anything would work. Absolutely, Sharon, anything. Nice big sentiment right here, and then flowers. Oh my gosh. Come on, you guys, make something like this, and then send me a picture. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your time here. Thank you for all of my new subscribers. I'm climbing in both YouTube and Facebook. I appreciate you guys to the moon and back. All right, take care. Bye-bye.